friends, I'm so glad to greet you today. It's a special day. Every day is a special day, but today we're doing something really fun because some of you know that tapping is my favorite method of manifesting because I don't know of a faster, better way to melt the blocks that are holding us back from what it is that we're wanting. And so I do have a second channel. It's called Tap with Cat. And I'm going to be doing a live tapping session immediately following our live tarot readings so that I have a chance to share my magic, let you know how I have achieved the amazing goals that I've had. Hey, Abina, welcome, my friend. Um, you know what? I should have looked to find the link. Nina, if you look in our WhatsApp group, you'll see that I have a link in there for the tapping channel, and maybe you could grab that for us so that people can easily find the new channel. Okay, that would be so helpful. Thank you a million. And I'm just going to arrange this because you guys know I have. Okay, let's grab our Palo Santo. Looking at really important messages from Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is our hero, always available. You know, all you have to do is say, Archangel Michael, I need your help. And immediately you will have a rush of angelic energy, and you may not feel immediate relief, but Archangel Michael wants to work with us on our good days and our bad days. So I was very drawn to use his energy today. Okay, so this particular crystal, this is azurite, and I wish you could see it in my light. It's the most vivid color of blue, and it is special to me because Archangel Michael's color is often that royal, the deep royal blue. So I think I'll set this right here. Okay, great. And as I allow the Palo Santo to lift up our concerns, what is worrying you, my friend, what issue is facing you, there is an urgency about Archangel Michael's love today. And I am eager to open the cards and see what's what. Like I said, as soon as these readings are over, I will go to my other channel and I'm going to have tapping, and it's no charge. It's going to be like a tapping party, and I hope that you will come over and join me. Hi, Be Beautiful. Welcome. These readings go about an hour, so we are going to start with our very first live tapping session right around 11 o'clock Central Time. So if you can't stick with us for this whole reading, just set a timer and come back and join the tapping. Bina is going to be putting the link for the tapping channel so it's easy for you guys to find. All right, I'm excited. Let's see. I'm going to be using 3 decks today for these readings. And as usual, if you'd like me to read for you personally, I am absolutely tickled pink to do that. All you do is hit the super chat. Meanwhile, I have our mini tarot deck and then this beautiful chakra love deck. So let's get started. And you know what? When we're doing readings for the collective, it really is magical because you have selected my channel by chance in this moment, drawn by Archangel Michael's energy, and you're not alone. There are probably 2 or 3 other people who are going to be equally impacted by this message. I love the collective readings. So let's take a peek. It is take control of your thoughts. Well, hello. That's the perfect entree into this reading because, as the Stoics would say, it's not your problem that's bothering you, it's your thoughts about the problem. No matter what you're going through right now, you cannot change your conditions or your circumstances, can you? And yet, what does deliberate creation mean? What is manifesting if you can't change what it is that you're wanting to change? The only thing we truly can change is our thinking. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. Okay, So let's see what the tarot has. This is an urgent message. I looked on my favorite site. It's called Word Hippo. Word Hippo helps you find different words that mean the same. And I loved it. I was trying to find a word for urgent, now, vital, because each day we live is full of opportunity and we don't want to miss it because of being lost or confused. So thank you, Archangel Michael. We know we have to take control of our thoughts. I will be doing tapping right after this reading at my new channel, and we are going to tap on taking control of thoughts. So please do join us. All right, let's see what we have. I am buzzing. My shoulders are filled with goosebumps as I open up this reading for us today. So, for those of you who are new here, I'm Catherine, and we are all about breaking the patterns that are holding us back from our highest good. All right, so the universe is desiring 4 cards for us. Thank you. So let's see what we have. I'm going to see if I can line these up so you can see them all. I think I'll put this guy over here like this. All right. So, when it comes to our thoughts, Archangel Michael, what is it that you're wanting us to know? The art on here, first of all, this looks like a shield. And I think a lot of times we shield our heart from what it is that we are protecting. The past has hurt us and we're protecting ourselves. Archangel Michael is known to carry that sword. But here it looks like a key, doesn't it? Hi, Melissa. It looks like a key. So I feel like that's what Archangel Michael wants us to know, because it may feel painful to let go of your thoughts, but it is a key to peaceful freedom in your future. So let's take a look at the clarity. We have the Two of Pentacles. I'm going to lay them all here so I can see the whole story before we go in. Christina, are you here? Welcome, my friend. The King of Rods. Beautiful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Let me just bump these over a tiny bit. Happy family. Oh, I have 5 cards here. Wow. The 10 of Cups. So many promises, you guys. And I think I can fit one more in here. The Page of Wands. And I think I can put this one down here. Yeah, and we have the 6 of Cups. So I felt this, you guys, when I got up this morning, I just felt that Archangel Michael is feeling a sense of loss. Can you imagine an angel feeling lost? That kind of goes against the grain, doesn't it? But the thing is, Archangel Michael will never approach us without our willingness. Archangel Michael loves us so much, we humans, but we do need to, I'm seeing your message, Melissa. So if anybody else is having trouble seeing, could you let us know? But oh, you know what, Melissa? Oh my gosh, that is such a wonderful example, because the angels do watch us and they watch what we're focusing on. And if we're focused more on our problem than we are on the solution, we lose traction. We don't move as quickly towards our manifestations. So here we have this lineup of cards, the Two of Pentacles. We always have a choice about what we focus on, what we think about, okay? So as you're going through January here and you're trying to line up your 2025, what you want to be aware of, are you thinking of the solution or are you thinking of the problem? The King of Rods is the master manifester. So showing us that if we depend on our angelic help, if we depend on spirit, if we take the time to develop our relationship with our inner being and truly align ourselves with who we truly are in spirit, our dreams are going to come true. Okay, this idea, this happy family card, the 10 of Cups, this is, of course, if you're looking to be married in 2025, if you're looking to create a family, this is a dynamic and very important card as a prophetic outreach through the year. But let's say you're already in a family. Let's say you're working towards a career change. Let's say you're working towards getting along better with people, having lasting friendships. all of that would be falling under the energy of the Ten of Cups. The Page of Wands is the part of us that's reaching into the future. See how this character, can you see it okay? Is calling out, calling in the future. If you guys have not tried tapping, tapping is a way of reframing what's going on right now and turning it to your good. Today, at about maybe 10 minutes after 11, I'm going to go live on my other channel and guide a tapping session about this very theme. In a moment, I'm going to be going on to our next card, but this card right here, this last card in our general reading for the start, this Six of Cups, Archangel Michael remembers when you were a little kid. When you were a little kid, it was so easy to believe in angels and fairies and all of the magic that children enjoy. The fact that your imagination was so strong when you were a child, and you did not take on the problems of an adult. You might have hid out, like if your parents didn't get along well or there were challenges within your family, you might have gone deeper into your imagination just to feel connected. So you are being called, my dear friend, you're being called to reevaluate your relationship with the spiritual realm, because when you take control of your thinking, everything changes. Thank you so much, Archangel Michael, for creating the theme today. And now, oops, I almost forgot. I'm going to draw a chakra love card here for our first message from Archangel Michael. If you would like to have personal cards read, it's so easy. You just hit the super chat. But meanwhile, sit back and relax and enjoy these readings for the collective. You are a part of Archangel's beloved collective. And here's our chakra card. Isn't that beautiful? I love this because all of those cracks. We may have cracks in our confidence, but we need during those times to turn to the angels. And we have, it's the beautiful, let's see, I can't see that. Turquoise, of course. It's our beautiful turquoise. Truth. Speak from your heart. It is the only thing worth listening to. Archangel Michael speaks to you through your heart and your intuition. Are you ready to go on a journey with him? I hope so. Okay, let's moving on to our next card. Let me make some room. Sip my tea. Welcome. This is, I was going to say fish out of water tarot. I used to be a fish out of water, and now we're pattern breaking. We want to break up the patterns that are holding us back from our highest good. Archangel Michael, what do you have for us? Okay, yes, you are correct. All right, my friend, as you are looking at our cards and you were drawn in by my thumbnail that you want to hear from Archangel Michael. So I am sensing that there's somebody listening who has been torn. There's something going on in your life and you're flip-flopping. You go one way, you think, well, yes, if I do this, what will happen? And then the other side, but if I don't do this, this, you're flip-flopping back and forth, and that's exhausting. So Archangel Michael is here to tell you, you know what is best. In your deepest being, you have listened to your inner guidance, and you made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. This is a very direct message to someone who has, excuse me, whenever my throat goes like this, hold on, I need tea. This is always a sign that the throat chakra is involved. You to tell your truth to someone because you don't want to hurt their feelings, or you have a hard time telling yourself the truth. Now I understand why I was drawn to bring our azurite into this reading, the color of the throat chakra. So let's see. Let's open our tarot here. What is it, Archangel Michael? What does my viewer need to understand about trusting that they have made the right decision? Are you in a move? Are you thinking about leaving a relationship? Are you thinking about creating a new job opportunity for yourself? What is it? Okay. Okay, I'm going to just pick 3 of these cards. Okay, let's see what the universe has for you, my friend. Yes, you are correct. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. You have been working very hard at your craft. Being good at something is important to you, isn't it? Now, you might find yourself a little bit perfectionistic, and that can hold you back. Drawn to use this gold background today, so I do feel like your pentacles are kind of pulled into the situation here, this decision that you're making. Yes, the Fool, starting out on a brand new journey. So I do feel like this decision that you've been struggling over, there's been so much tension, hasn't there? And then we have the High Priestess, the card of intuition. So let's just take a breath. This is a very particular reading for somebody who has been struggling with a decision. Look at the joy here. Look at how the figure, and remember, gender does not matter. Look at the figure and how overjoyed. Have you ever noticed that when you're trying to make a decision, it's exhausting? Are you an air sign by chance? Are you a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius? My dear air signs, it can be so difficult for you to make a decision. And the people in your life might say, just decide for Pete's sake. But you want to do it right. You don't want to lose time and you don't want to make a mistake. I am picking up that perfectionism might be part of what's holding you back. Okay. And with that in mind, let's allow Archangel Michael to explain what's going on. This is the start of a new journey. Some people get nervous with the Fool because they feel foolish. No, no, no. The Fool is taking a hero's journey. You are at a fork in the road, and it is time for you to move in the direction that your heart is calling you to. Notice this itty bitty bag. There's no room for a lot of crapola in the bag, right? What is it that you can get rid of? What is it that you can detach from right now? Because you are stepping out into a brand new world. The skills that you have learned up into this point have prepared you for this fresh start. The High Priestess is the card of intuition. You have been called, haven't you? There's been a desire to be more intuitive, to trust your inner voice. It's exhausting to be stuck between 2 parts of a decision. Archangel Michael is so glad that you're listening to this message today because you need the courage to walk forward. Remember, telling yourself the truth will facilitate this fresh start. If you feel doubtful and a little concerned, please join me. I'm going to be doing a tapping session live right after this reading. It's on my other channel, and Bina is going to continue to let you know how to join my tapping channel. A person who struggles to make the right decision to join us on the tapping. I'm just going to make a note to myself that we need to address our perfectionism and fear of making mistakes, because that can keep you stuck AF, right? Okay, we're going to take a look at our, thank you so much, Bina. Everybody send love to Bina. She is a fabulous assistant to the channel. I don't know where I'd be without her. My time stamping. I love you guys. Okay, so now what is the chakra love that Archangel Michael wants to share? Hey, Anne, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so Anne, okay, here we go. And this card is all about sticking to a decision you've made, to not let your inner voice hold you back, because there's a new journey coming, and the strength of your intuition is going to carry you forward into 2025. So here we have, isn't this beautiful? And again, reminiscent of the color blue, Archangel Michael's color, and it is, hold on, I have to read it. It's the rainbow moonstone. Moonstone is a powerful feminine energy. So if you've been feeling like you've been a little on your own and that you have to be your own strong partner, this is a call to recognize and acknowledge your inner feminine nature. All of us have it, no matter what your gender. Calmness, to calm your monkey mind, do not feed the animal. I love this. Archangel Michael has such a sense of humor. He definitely wants you to calm your little self down and address the thinking that's going on that's torturing you. Remember, we're tapping live right after this reading. And so if you want to defeat that stinking thinking, as Ziegler used to call it, welcome aboard. Anne, thank you, Anne. I am so happy to draw cards for you, my friend. And those of you in, you will find great comfort in the readings for the collective. So please enjoy watching over Anne's shoulders. And if you would like to have your own cards pulled for you, all you do is send a super chat and I will put you in the queue. Okay, so Anne, let's see, what does Archangel Michael have for you? Okay, and we have trust your angels. I would say that's completely appropriate. We could just move on now, Anne, couldn't we? That's the whole message, trust your angels. But no, no, no. We are going to go into depth for you. I just met Anne a few weeks ago. She had a love magnet reading. That's where I work with people for free, where I talk to you personally and help you understand why you're manifesting your current situation. It's so fun, and I love to do those readings. So do contact me if you would like a love magnet reading as your gift. But right now, ever since I met Anne, her life's been in a little bit of turmoil, probably like most of us. And she's so enjoying the cards and is going to be stepping out and doing readings on her own. So definitely check out her channel. It's a itty bitty channel at this point, but what she's doing is helping us to understand that there's beauty in a frozen climate, because she lives in Duluth, Minnesota, and it is bleeping cold up there. And her sunny personality could. Okay, so Anne, this is your message. Trust your angels. Let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan. I know that that resonates deeply with you, Anne, and that you are ready to step out into a whole new universe of spiritual connection. So I'm tickled for you. So let's see, what is the tarot have to say? And have, oh, this is a very interesting combination. I totally see. First of all, look at the dark background here. Can you see it? And this is that 10 of Swords, the card of betrayal. Now, I know a little bit of your story because we're working together now, Anne. However, you, I believe, are stepping out of the shadow of past betrayal. And I think you know that to be true for yourself. And oh, you're in Kentucky, Melissa. Big hug to you. Wow. See, we're supposed to get, I'm in Tennessee, and we had some rain overnight, but it's a little too warm for the snow. Anyway, sorry to interrupt, Anne. So, Anne, you've just come out of a difficult time, and some of your circumstances have felt like betrayal, like being stabbed in the back. You have had some gossipers in your life, haven't you? And you've had some connections that you thought were friends, but at the end of the day, it turned out that they were only supposed to be connected to your life for a moment in time. Remember that saying that says, some friends are for a season, some friends are for a reason, and some friends are forever. So there's no such thing as a bad person in your life, because it's all about lessons. It's all about being able to go through our situation and to be careful about our reactions. Our reactions are what we can change. We cannot change the conditions. You cannot change these people from being self-willed and narcissistic and all of a sudden wave your magic wand and now they're easier to get along with. Wouldn't that be nice? But no, the way we change our situation is to change our thinking and our reaction to people. Again, I'm going to be doing tapping right after this reading, right about 10 after 11. So if you want to experiment with cutting through some of this pain from the past, you definitely want to tune into the free tapping that's coming next. And we have the Six of Cups. Excuse me, I just need to grab a sip of tea. One of the things that we need to watch out for is to tell ourselves the truth. We have to realize that our control is in what we think about a situation. And so what we're doing here, very much like quilting, Anne, is that we're pulling together these scraps, right? Scraps of the good that you have known, scraps of the delicious friendships that you've had, scraps of love from all over, and then create them into art, which is what you're doing with your quilt. Isn't it true? So as you trust your angels going forward, Anne, you're never going to deny these parts of the past, the parts that hurt you. In any art project, we always see that the art comes to life with contrast, being able to add highlights, of course, but the low lights, the darkest dark of a painting, is where real beauty comes out. So, what Archangel Michael is saying is don't put these away forever. Don't shy away from the darker memories. Use them to draw highlights to your current affluent lifestyle. This Four of Swords is about rest. It's about peace. You live in this gorgeous environment. And I was raised in Indiana and then spent many years in Milwaukee. And the snow quiets everything down, doesn't it? When you're walking outside, when there is a snow-covered ground, it sounds different. Your feet sound different as they hit the ground compared to spring and summer. So this idea of using the dark of the past, resting, meditating, getting close to your angels so that you understand how to use, how to leverage what has happened in your past to put you into this extraordinarily positive energy. The Six of Cups is that power of remembering who you were as a little kid, when you were able to enjoy nature, to enjoy the beauty of life without the burden of adulthood on your shoulders. Sometimes people kind of grow up quick and they are very adult like when they're children. That was true for me. I had 7 little brothers and I was second in command. And so it took a lot of energy to act in a maternal role when I was a child. And so now at 72, I am enjoying childlike joy that maybe I didn't get a chance to enjoy when I was little. And so, Anne, I feel like this is so cool. It's a wonderful energy of allowing contrast its place. So I'm going to make a note so when we do the tapping, that I will address that in the tapping, because there's such a thing called toxic positivity. Have you ever heard of it? Toxic positivity can pull us away from our highest and best, because what it is it's a separation between the reality of contrast. We are supposed to feel the darker shadows and use them to leverage and pivot to the positive. Before I draw your chakra card, Anne, I want you to notice that this dark, right? We have all this dark. The art in these two cards is cold, which completely um, uh, surrounds where you are right now, like frozen in the cold. And that as you step out into your new life and leaving this behind, look at all the color, right? Do you remember in The Wizard of Oz how when Dorothy goes through the door, everything goes from a black and white world to a colorful world? I have goosebumps. Oh, wow. I'm just getting waves of goosebumps. So be sure to tune into the tapping today, would you? And I want to be able to tap on this issue. How do we accept the darkness with a sense of humor? Okay, Melissa, thank you for asking. There are prayers right now going, and you guys can pray from around the world. My son has a friend named Aaron, and he is finding his way through finding a brain tumor. He is a young man with two children, and his bride, his wife, is pregnant, and they are praying for a miracle, and they're seeking healing from healing experts all over the world. So, you guys, it makes me get emotional. Thank you for asking, Melissa. Let's pray for Aaron. Okay, so Roxy is next, and then Melissa. Thank you guys for. I'm getting a little behind. I appreciate your support more than you know. So, oopsie. Oh, okay. Okay, Roxy, you are next. I know, isn't it? You know, it makes you grateful for your own life when you see someone that's suffering. Isn't that the truth? Okay, so I'm sorry to get distracted there. Anne, here is your beautiful gemstone. Thank you, Anne. And this is lapis lazuli. This card, this stone, the azurite, it has the same look, the same color as lapis lazuli. So I really feel like this idea of speaking our truth, mostly to ourselves, but especially to others, is really part of what Archangel's message is today. Express your true self. The world needs you, right? Anne, hello. I am so grateful. And I want to say to you, Anne, that this quilt that you're starting today, it's not going to be finished tomorrow, is it? Finished in a week, is it? This is what the universe is calling you to. The acknowledgement that your spiritual outreach, that your depth of understanding magic and being able to deliberately create is a slow, steady process. So allow yourself to, every time you're working on your quilt, I want you to consciously think to yourself, just like life, putting together this quilt is just like what I'm doing with my new life. Got it? Super cool. And blue is your favorite color. I love you. And the other day, yellow. Remember, you were wearing yellow when the sun came out in your reading. It's just fantastic. Okay, let's go on. Yes, blue, the heart chakra color is green, which is unusual because people think it's pink, but no, it's green. But this blue is about the throat chakra. And so if I misspoke, lo siento, that means I'm sorry. But the throat chakra is that blue. And so when you do get a chance or to speak your truth and you're a little nervous about it, sometimes you can wear a beautiful blue shirt or a scarf or even a pin, and it's just a faith point to allow that the ancients believed that the chakras each resonate a color. So even if you don't know about it or it's new for you, don't worry, just trust. Okay, this is the life of a spiritual seeker. Okay, so next we have Roxy, and then we have Melissa. Thank you, guys. Now, those of you who are watching along, I'm Catherine. Welcome to Pattern Breaker Tarot. Today, we're just, Archangel Michael, I felt this morning just such an urgency about the amount of love he has for each and every one of you. And I want to be able to touch that. I want to be able to touch you guys with Archangel Michael's energy today. So don't be surprised if you resonate with one of these messages that I'm reading for the other folks, because birds of a feather flock together. There's no accident you're here. So Roxy, this is your card. Recognize, hello Roxy, I love this message for you. Recognize the signs from above. Roxy, I, I have good news and bad news. Which one do you want first? I'm just teasing. Okay, the bad news is that you have been missing some things, that there have been signs around you you're just not seeing. Your situation right now is tight. There's certain things about your energy that's constricting and tight, like being in a pair of jeans that are too small, and you're just feeling uncomfortable spiritually, okay? And so what's going to be happening for you in January is that you're going to notice more of the signs that have been there all the time. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. There is no question that this is true. Y'all, and don't feel bad because you can't help it. We're human. Look at this. Here, I want to give you an example. Okay, Roxy. Right now, as you're looking straight ahead, okay, so you're looking straight ahead in your home or wherever you are. Can you see what's directly behind you? No, you don't have eyes in the back of your head, right? And so that's one way that you could be surrounded by signs from the angels that you're not seeing because they're really out of your view, even though your eyes are open. So don't fight this. Don't say, no, 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 I'm so sure I would notice every sign that the angels send, because none of us do, okay? So recognize, what is it that Archangel Michael wants you to know about finding signs and seeing signs. Okay, here's your 3 cards. Just kicked themselves out. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so the Judgment card. You're not a little hard on yourself, are you, Roxy? A little bit demanding that no mistakes can be made? A little almost picking on yourself because you are, even the denial, or even the fact that you would resist Archangel Michael is a sign that you are an achiever. I appreciate that you've seen more signs this week, but the energy of this wisdom is there's more. There's more. So even if you wanted to switch what you just told me into a more magnetic statement, this is what I would say. Up until now, I know that I have missed some signs, but starting today, I am open to seeing twice as many signs. Even though Catherine is usually accurate, but today she's not. I am willing to think about the fact that I'm missing more signs than I'm seeing, right? So resistance to a card is a good sign of your future expansion. Okay. And so I'm calling you out, Roxy, because you are a dear woman who is wanting to manifest something. And I'm not going to tell your story here because it's none of anybody. The minute that you think and you're going to say something true, ask yourself this question: have I manifested my heart's desire? Right? Even though this doesn't seem true for me, the fact is I'm still waiting for my heart's desire, because resistance is your friend. Toxic positivity is almost an addiction where people think, no, 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 I cannot allow negative because it'll keep me from my highest good. And it's a trap, my dear Roxy. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. So judgment, again, the energy of judging something as not a fit for where you are. And then we have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords, thank you. I'm so glad it showed up here because this is the card of being bound and separate from your highest good. See the castle in the background? Now, I'm not going to say what it is you want to manifest, but you know, your back is turned to your highest good. You are blind to the energy that's keeping you separate, right? And so Archangel is wanting you to be open to receiving more signs and not saying, I don't need any more, right? And I'm glad you're happier, and I'm glad you're happier with God. Those are very important, but you only names when you are communing with your desire, okay? And here we have Queen of Wands. Beautiful card. I resonate at the Queen of Wands energy because I understand what it is to manifest in the shadows. I have learned over time, I've been doing this work for almost 25 years, and I've learned that when I resist something, that's where the magic is. And if I'm listening to a reader or I'm doing tapping and some of it wakes up doubt in me, I can ask, wait a second, am I manifesting heart's desire right now? And I would say no. And then I want myself to further signs from the universe. I don't want to close the door. Okay. So, Roxy, I know that we haven't done much tapping lately, and I'm so excited to be able to offer tapping at no charge on my other channel because tapping does open the way. It will help you recognize more signs. Okay, my friend? So let's grab, thank you for being, poor Roxy. Oh, I keep going off and on. Anybody else having hearing me? That's interesting. That's self-sabotage. I mean, that's sabotage. There's a part of your energy, Roxy, that is, it's hard for you to receive everything that you're wanting. It's same with what you're desiring. And so let's do some tapping. Come aboard. I'm going to be doing tapping on my other channel. Bina will put the link in there so you can join. And I'll be going on between 10 after and 15 after the hour, whenever these readings finish, okay? Oh, in and out, ask. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry if it could be the storms that are in the area because there is a lot of interfering energy in the heavenlies today. Okay, so Roxy, black and white. Look at this. This is a fabulous card for you because getting away from black and white thinking and receiving messages in gray, getting away from needing to have black and white and honoring the gray is going to be so important for you, Roxy. And it is hematite. Hematite, a beautiful mineral. Do you have any hematite in your collection? Foundation is what the castle of your soul is built on. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Foundation is what the castle of your soul is built on. This could not be a better card for you, Roxy. Look at that castle in the background. Your foundation right now is in the pain of the past and the frustrations of the present. As you continue working towards adjusting your thinking at all times, have your fingers on the dial of your thoughts and turn to love and gratitude all of the time, okay? And that's going to break you through. Without that foundation of being grateful for the goods and the bads, you will stay stuck and you will not step into your, what is this I want to say? The persona. Yes, you'll hold yourself back from stepping into the persona of being a queen, of manifesting in your life. Okay, excellent. Be beautiful. I love that you're able to resonate with these messages from Angel Michael. I appreciate you so much for saying that. Okay, next we have Melissa. Thank you so much, you guys, getting the super chats. Your support of my channel means the world to me. I wish you were here that I could give you a real hug. I love you so much. Let's see, Melissa, my friend, I'm so glad you found me. I got lost on the internet because I went from fish out of water to pattern breaker, and some of my people kind of lost me, and I apologize for that. So two cards came out for you, Melissa. So I'm just going to pick one because that's the game. Let's see. All right, Melissa, Archangel Michael. Oh, what a precious message. Okay, get your power back. Get your power back. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the. Got struck with goosebumps all over my chest. You are a child of the divine, so take your power back. And I'm aware of crystals here, these beautiful crystals, and we're drawing from the crystal deck today. So I just feel, are you a person who has crystals, Melissa? Do you have a crystal collection? There's something here about that. These quartz crystals, the quartz crystals are magnifiers. They put energy into things like a quartz radio. So I feel like this quartz message that there's something in the quartz, a clear quartz. So do Oh, Melissa, awesome. You may want to ask your daughter, just ask her about her crystals and see what she says and what's important to her. But a clear quartz crystal would be very good for you to start off with in your crystal collection because it's a magnifier of the angelic power, okay? So let's see here. What is this message coming? Get your power back, Melissa. Okay, here's one card. Thank you. And what is the message for our dear Melissa? What's going on? Remember, I'm going to be leading tapping, and there's going to be a live tapping session. You guys are totally invited to it. It's on my new, okay, wow. So the ice crystals, being frozen. Bless your heart, Melissa. I'm sorry for what's happening for you, my dear. There's a wonderful resource. It's called Life Reentry. Okay, write that down, Melissa. Life Reentry. A young woman, I wish I remembered her name right now, but she's created a program and written material that she calls Life Reentry. She was widowed at a very young age with young children, and so she needed to climb back into life. She wrote that program, so do take a look at it, will you? Let's see what we have. And we have the King of Pentacles. I would say it's fair to say that the King of Pentacles is completely opposite energy of frozen in grief, okay? Because the King of Pentacles is an energy of security, stability, financial peace, being. So already I feel like Archangel Michael is not like shaking his finger at you like, Melissa, what are you thinking? You know better than to cut yourself off. No, no, no. The message is you have forgotten who you are. And when grief strikes, it does freeze you. Hey, Mystic Christina, hello. Mystic Christina is also going through grief right now. And so the fact that she popped in right now is really significant for me because it's true that physically, grief grabs you. Your body doesn't feel right. You might have pain. You may not be able to eat. You may eat too much. You may not be able to sleep. So finding a grief group is very helpful. I worked at the pet cemetery for a while when I was in California, and I ran a grief group for pet owners, and it was very profound to just be in a group where you can be yourself. I also am a hospice volunteer, and when one of my patients died, I went to the grief group. I only knew her 2 weeks, but I was grieving for my experience and her experience. And the company of people in grief groups is phenomenal. Okay, there's help for you. Yes, now, Melissa, you can find a group online right now because of COVID, which was awful for all of us to go through. But there are support groups right online. So please do Google and just see what you find, okay? All right, so the warmth, I mean, this is an oppositional energy because being cut off and frozen is the opposite energy of our King of Pentacles. So we go forward here and we have the Wheel of Fortune, all right? So the Wheel of Fortune is a card that clearly teaches us that life comes in cycles. We go up and we go down. If there's one thing I wish I would have had the mind to teach my children, but I just didn't understand back then, and they're in their 40s now. They don't want to listen so much. But I would have taught them there are good things that happen that will fill your heart with joy, and there are terrible things that happen that make you feel like you can't go on. But neither one of those cycles stays stuck forever. There is always a rebound. And it's not comfortable to be in the negative end, but it's necessary. We cannot be fully human if we don't experience the tremendous losses that are here. Just nobody's fault. It's just life lifing along. But it's also a card of luck. Okay, so I feel like, Melissa, I look at these circles. I'm just getting into sacred geometry. I have a friend who's teaching me about it, Daniel, and I just love Daniel so much because he's so open and excited about what he knows about the sacred geometry. And the circle is, I think he told me that the circle is the most powerful image in sacred geometry. It's whole. Okay, so the fact that we have these two circles here, and we also have a half circle up there, don't we? And it's lavender, it's purple, which is your core color. So you are definitely being called to find the spiritual path through this very physical experience of grief. Okay. And so as you step forward in belief, the same, of course not, but you are a human being having a spiritual experience, and you will be able to comfort others. Your heart thaw and you become re-entered into life. The last card we have for you, I couldn't have handpicked a better card. The Six of Swords is indicating that you are halfway through your journey, that you're on your way to going forward. Yes, absolutely. The first step is hardest because I don't understand that, but Eric, somebody else was having that effect also, and I apologize for that. Um, But Melissa, if you look at the picture, you can see that this part of the ocean or the sea is rough, like the current is running strong. But this sea on the other side is calm and peaceful. And so, what happens sometimes when you're struggling with grief is a part of you may feel like you are unfaithful to your person, that you have, if you give up the pain of their loss, that it is somehow betraying what you had with the person. Okay, losing yourself in work is a wonderful way to distract, but the universe knows, as do you, that you are not at your full power. See, losing a son. Everybody send Melissa love, would you? Just hit the heart emoji. It's impossible for me to comprehend that. I have had loss and it hurt me terribly, and it wasn't anything like that. So, your background, your educational background, is helping you because you understand the human personality, but you're trying to do too much own. All right. So I would definitely reach out to a grief group. I want to support you there. I hope you can come to the tapping session, Melissa. I'm just going to write it down here. And during our tapping a session, which is, by the way, if you're just tuning in, I'm adding tapping live to my agenda, but it's on my other channel. Bina will put the link, and right after this reading, right around 11:15, I will go ahead and conduct a live tapping session. And if you've never experienced tapping, oh yes, you're gonna love it. Trust me, it will be wonderful for you. Okay, so let me draw, and you know what? You're very brave, Melissa. You are very brave, and I thank you for being here in the midst of that pain. Okay. Archangel Michael loves you so much. Oh, by the way, I have a friend, Janice, and she always tells me, and I believe her, whenever you need Archangel Michael, just tell him. So if you're sitting there looking at grief groups and you're feeling out of sorts, just ask Archangel Michael. Say, Archangel Michael, help me. I want to go to this grief group, even if you don't. Okay, so here is your beautiful card, the pink of this gorgeous, I assume it's rose quartz. Yes, it is. Self-love. You can only love others as much as you love yourself. I feel a lot of emotion right now. Because you know what, Melissa? Your son would not want you to be frozen. Your son knows you to be a warm, vibrant woman. Grief group is the most significant self-love you will ever do. And you would tell your client something, wouldn't you? Excellent. Thank you. I know you do, Christina Rose. I'm glad we're here to listen to this because Christina is going through something that's just so similar to what you are, Melissa. And for me, I feel helpless because all I can do is encourage through the cards, and I can't be there in person to comfort you, but my heart is with you. That's why I'm adding the tapping to the services, because I started tapping over 20 years ago, and I will tell you true, it's tapping that's kept me going through cancer, through divorce, through being estranged from family members. Tapping has been a lantern for my path. So, okay, Rhoda. Thank you, Rhoda. I'm so glad that you're here today. I did send you a message about the tapping. So I'm eager to teach you guys how to do it, and I'm not quite sure how it's going to go, but it's okay. We will just adventure into it. Excuse me, let me take a sip of tea. Thank you so much, you guys, for being with me today. I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot, where we are 100% committed. Isn't that true, you guys? Hit the 100. See the little 100 button? Press that 100. Are 100% committed to eliminate patterns that are holding me back, holding you back. Thank you, Christina, for sharing your truth. It's so difficult to lose a loved one, and we feel you. We feel you. Okay, so for Rhoda, my friend. Okay, Rhoda, are you on the fence? Is there something going on with you that is frustrating you? Have you been struggling with a decision? Okay. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? This cracks me up, Rhoda. We don't know each other well, but we've talked about that word codependent, and trying to learn where we stop and other people begin, and how we take care of ourselves before we take care of others. You know how when you get on an airplane, they say, please put your own oxygen on first before you help someone else. And it is so true in life. Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. So Rhoda. Rhoda. I love that name. Rhoda, you are so tender-hearted. This heart here, it's just your love for people. You're wanting to help people. You've had that for years. And you've seen people change, haven't you, Rhoda? Because they came to you, perhaps prayed with you, perhaps just spilled their heart to you, and you were able to say the words that would help them. However, it weighs you down. Other people's issues can weigh you down. Okay, and so here we have this white feather. The white feather, how much does a white feather weigh? Right? Nothing. If a white feather landed on the top of your head, you wouldn't even know it. It weighs nothing. But if a crystal, like if I put this azurite on the top of my head, symbolizing the heart, I could feel it. And so Archangel Michael is calling you here in the start of this beautiful new year to put yourself first. Also, there's a white feather there. The white feather always reminds me of the beautiful YouTube channel called White Feather Tarot. And Rhoda, if you've never seen it before, I highly recommend. I love Reem so much. She does pick a cards practically every single day. So I'm so sorry, Roxy, that the audio is not working for you today. And I appreciate, if anybody else is having trouble, let me know. I don't think it's on my end. Okay, Rhoda, I feel like you're smiling. I see these beams of light coming down from God. The sword, the sign of that Archangel Michael, who is 100% in your court and has your back. Also, the 19 is the number of the sun card in the tarot, and that's the brightest card in the deck. It's the most positive. So I feel like you are going to be so richly rewarded in 2025 by putting yourself first. Okay, what cards do we have for Rhoda? Very interesting. A card with a bite out of it. What happened is one day I was doing a reading for Sarah J, just like you're seeing me. And when I tossed out this card, it landed on the candle and it's actually started on fire. And when you see what the card is, it's really kind of funny in a sad sort of way. Okay, so the first card is our Three of Swords, Rhoda. And this is that broken-hearted energy. This matches this heart here, is when you are holding on to the pain of others, when other people come to you and they just kind of dump on you because you have it. Because thank you, Anne. I love that y'all here. Yeah, did your card eat your homework? I love that, Eric, because the truth is that when this card hit the flame, it was very poignant for Sarah also. But what this is showing is that you are kind of being eaten alive by the problems of other people. Rhoda, you have such a tender heart. And it's so essential that you learn how to let people be in their own pain. It's hard when we're with someone who's suffering, who is just talking on and on about their suffering. Many times for me, even as a tarot reader, I will say to people, you know what, I don't have the skills to help you. Therapy would be great. You may not need to go forever, but you need advice that I'm not qualified to give. So I suggest that for you, Rhoda, when you have somebody who is obviously in distress, take a breath and just say, I wish I could help you, but I just can't. I don't have the skill set. Maybe you want to go to a 12-step meeting. Maybe you want to go to Al-Anon, which is a real place of peace for people who, and they love people too much, because you cannot heal people, can you? But you can point them in the right direction. So this decision you're being called to make to put yourself first is critical for you. Let's see our next card, the Six of Wands. Okay, so this card, look carefully there. We see somebody who is having some victory. They are on the horse. They're going through the village and people are raising their wands to salute this person. However, there are people in the audience, people who are there who are a little jealous, understand, and they may even think that you are not correct when you turn your back on a hurting person, that it is wrong. And I want to tell you, I think you know in your own heart, that's simply not true. When you look at the steps you took to get your own life squared away, You know that you had to do the right thing because you wanted to do it, not because somebody told you. So the people in your life that don't understand your progress, or if you feel judged by others, don't let it stop you. You are absolutely on the right track to the freedom that you're looking for, okay? So when you make that decision today in January, the first month of this new year, and you say to yourself, look, I need to understand what it's like to put myself first. So I'm just going to put tapping here. Put yourself first. We all have to learn that lesson, Rhoda. I hope you don't feel alone. And let's see what the last card is. The last card, we have the 10 of Wands. Look at that burden, right? The good news about carrying everybody else's burden is that the cycle is ending. The Page of Wands that comes next in this suit is an adventure. They're ready to go forward free. Bye, Eric. Thank you for stopping in. But this is such a great promise because as you lay down these burdens and you make the choice, I'm not going to put anybody else's life ahead of my own. I am absolutely going to take care of myself first, and there is no compromise. You will be laying these burdens down one at a time, and you will see the progress that you're looking for. 2025, we always do those New Year's resolutions, which oftentimes the New Year's resolutions are over by time we get to February 1. We don't even remember what the New Year's resolution was. Is that making a decision for yourself right now is important. Okay, so let's take a peek, and this bright yellow comes out for me. This is the same color as the sun, and to be really aligned with your highest good, and we are looking at topaz. Manifestation. Manifestation is the fruition of confidence and belief. What a great promise for you, Rhoda, as you go forward here. What's going to happen is you are going to see the burdens are going to fall off of you, because once you have that habit of saying, I wish I could help you, but I can't. I'm not skilled enough. But if you go to a 12-step meeting or therapy, you might find exactly what you're looking for. You are going to feel like a brand new woman. Okay? Fantastic, you guys. All right, welcome everybody. This is Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot, where we are all about identifying the patterns that are holding us back. Today is the birth of a new program. I'm going to be doing live tapping as soon as this reading is over. I'm going to go over to my other channel, and I'm going to be tapping on some of the issues that came up in this reading right now. So if you're interested, Bina is going to put the link to my tapping channel, and Christina Rose, after your reading, I will be continuing over there. Excuse me. Christina, thank you so much for bringing your kindness and your wisdom to Melissa, sisters in this difficult time. And Christina, this is a beautiful card, isn't it? Your loved one is safe. Let go of your fear and worry for your love after them. I would say, Melissa, if you're right with this, the loss makes their transition. I do listen to Abraham Hicks a lot, and I do view death the way they do, that death is just a passageway into a different life. And so they're very irreverent, and they say when they croaked, which always makes me laugh because I don't want to be disrespectful, but I don't believe that death is the end, right? I don't. There's nothing in me that believes that death is the end. I believe that there is life after that is unexplainable, okay? So just to acknowledge that your loved one is safe in the hands of the angels, and that being worried or afraid for them is not bringing you peace of mind, right? Okay, so Christina Rose, definitely feeling that sense of a double message here. I know that your husband left behind children and grandchildren, and I know your heart is to help people also. So we do, as spiritual believers, we do need to trust that our loved ones are always in the hands of the divine. So all of these cards came out. Can you believe it, Christina? But I'm just going to pick three. I think this is a sign that Archangel Michael has so many messages for you. It may not be possible right now because of your emotional state, but I would say it could be very fun when you're up for it to start an art project and produce some pieces that are emblematic of Archangel Michael's energy, either in the color or just AI imagery that can help you express your trust in the angels through art. It might be helpful for you, my friend. Okay, let's see what the cards are. And we have the Three of Cups. Right away, I think that, I mean, again, I was raised Catholic, and then I spent about 20 years in born again Christianity, and I've now spent almost 25 years, no, it is 25 years. I have been in more of a spiritual mindset where I really do honor all the religions of the world. I do know that my spiritual curiosity that started in the year 2000, it's never quit, and it keeps generating energy. 5 not reading cards online. 3 years ago, I just started. And with this work I'm doing right now, I feels like the best work of my lifetime because I am spinning what I understand about religion and spirit. But this Three of Cups, to me, this companionship speaks to the other side, that when your people left, Melissa, when your son left, Christina, when your they went to a party, that their spirit guides and their passed along loved ones, people who croaked before, are there welcoming. If you've never watched any of the near death experience videos on YouTube, I highly recommend watch a couple of stories where people actually measurably passed away, like their vitals were off, they were declared dead, but came back. And they describe what they experienced on the other side. That might be exactly what the doctor ordered. Okay, what a wonderful message. And here we have the Four of Pentacles. So look at this tightness. Look at how the Four of Pentacles, that figure is just clinging to what it knows. Christina had a dream with her husband. His presence was there. It's definitely a visit. Isn't that wonderful? Whatever that really does, you weren't filled with fear, right? You didn't have, oh my God, my poor person, right? And so here, I love that, Melly. It's time to really live with gusto. It's absolutely right. But when you are tied up, if you've had a recent death in your life, it's like a suppressing energy. It's like being a penny under a boulder. Now imagine a penny under a huge stone, okay? And so if you're being blessed with dreams, Christina, that's so wonderful that your son visited in your dreams. So these two energies, this Three of Cups is expansive, companionable, and friendly and nice. The Four of Pentacles is closed. That's more indicating being frozen and being afraid. All right, afraid. And that's what we want to this is what we're really wanting to address, is the fact that within your spirit, if you are in that frozen state, it's okay for you. You can allow it because healing takes time. Thank you, Bina. I appreciate you so much for helping take care of the channel. And here we have the Ten of Swords. This is what that frozen energy, right? In a way, you feel betrayed by life, betrayed by even, I know this is weird, but you can feel like you are betrayed by your person. Anger at your person for passing away is a normal stage. It's normal because how dare they leave you here? But remember that you have Archangel Michael working on your behalf. This is your future. is the acknowledgement that we are souls that are drawn together and that there are people waiting to comfort you. And so for Christina, I love that you are feeling life. I love that Bruce is visiting you and reaching to you with the hope that there is life on the other side. I know that you've already experienced some profound people passing in your life, and you've had this test over and over again. I wish I was there to give you a real life hug. Right at the top of my screen right now, the number 1111 just appeared. So, Christina, I know that you're aware of the magic of that number, but I would definitely Google it and go to that place of 1111 and see what the spiritual meaning is, okay? All right. So I'm going to cut off soon, which I'm grateful for because there's a little distraction going on the channel. So we are going to, if you want, you can find my other channel where I'm going to be leading tapping. Give me about 5 minutes to gather myself together, move my location, and I will meet you over there. So let me pull your chakra card. And we have this beautiful, look at all those sharp edges. See all the sharp points? It's so telling, isn't it? Because grief has prickles on it for sure. And here we have, it's our, I believe it's amethyst. And it's oneness. You are part of the universe and always will be. And your loved one is a part of the universe. And you will always be connected at the spiritual level. Beautiful reading. Oh, good. I figured, because I know you love purple. Do you have purple hair right now, my friend? Okay, you guys, this is it. I'm going to cut us off right now. I'm going to go over to my other channel. And if you're not able to join me today, no worries. I am going to be doing live tapping sporadically, spontaneously, whenever I feel like it. And I am eager to share what I know about breaking blocks and being able to achieve what it is the universe has for us in this lifetime. Okay, so go forth, go forward and prosper. Know that you're deeply loved here. Thank you so much. I love y'all. Bye now.